Buckle up, we're going to El Progreso Lloro. So I'm sure many people probably don't think of this as a destination, but this trip was kind of like a road trip within a trip, and it was actually really fun. Our first stop was to Santa Lucia on our way to Tegucigalpa, which is a mountainous little town. Very cute, little touristy place, has a ton of restaurants to eat. We decided to skip eating and eat when we got to Tegucigalpa, but I definitely recommend as a place to stop on your route there. There's a lot of cute vendors out there selling stuff. And then the next stop we did was Valle de Angeles, which is also very cute, very colorful. They play music in the background and it just kind of feels like a vibe. We had this really delicious iced thing with sandia, watermelon, and condensed milk, and it was delicious. We finally get to Tegucigalpa. We're only there for a night, so really we just spend most of the time in the hotel. But on the next day, on our way back to El Progreso, we make 2 pit stops. Our first stop is at this kitchen area where there was baleadas, and then we stop in Tepeque to get some chicharrón. Of course, we're on the road again. We finally get to El Progreso and we go to El Festival de Arroz con Leche, which is literally 100 out of 10. We have a ton of fun here because there's in Honduras Independence Day, so of course there's going to be a ton of festivals. I have some horchata, which I like, but to be honest, my preference is Mexican horchata, and I know that's horrible to say because I'm Salvadorian and Honduran. And speaking of Salvadorian, we got some delicious pupusas, but I do have to recommend that you probably should get them from El Salvador. The next day we go to San Pedro Sula, which is 30 minutes away from El Progreso. So there's a really cute little cafe called Caobas. I recommend, 100 out of 10. And of course, no surprise here, we're back in the car on another road trip on our way to Tela. And this is a resort called La Ensenada that my family and I stayed. It was absolutely amazing, super cute. We rented a villa for all 10 of us. We had really dope views. I mean, it was a little rainy in the morning, so it was a little cloudy in the sky, but we had a blast. Also, I saw a peacock and I was like, is that random or is that a thing? I'm not sure. The next day, we chill on the beach. We have fun. Of course, I'm dying because I got food poisoning, and I would have recommended this restaurant because it was amazing, but I was literally dying in the bathroom the whole day. So we decided to do a little cute extracurricular activity. My cousins and I, are we twins? Literally triplets. We decide to go on this little beach boat tour where they stop at little beach towns, and we then end up on a banana boat. That was 100 out of 10. Also, take a shot every time I say something out of 10 because I feel like that's the whole vibe of this video. Of course, I, want to spend some time in the pool time, so we do some pool day. We are done there. We head back to San Pedro Sula. We try another restaurant. This was a really cute spot too. It's not too far from where my parents have their house. And on the last day of my trip, we get, really hungry. And my cousin's like, oh, I can make some tamales. She's going to sell them. This is kind of her business. So, of course, this portion's a little tiny. And I needed to eat 4 tamales. But they were really good. I do recommend. The only thing I do have to warn you is, do not make tamales on a hungry stomach. Because, they take hours. Legit. But, yeah, they were delicious. And I recommend 100 out of 10. I actually recommend this trip, 100 out of 10.